Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today is Wednesday, November the 19th of the beautiful year 2025, and we are back for the 2025 Paldas League tournament. This is our third, the last of the major events of this year, and this tournament offers three direct qualifying spots for the upcoming 2026 Paldas Cup. And today we will know who will get one of the qualifying spots as the division match between the two American players, Cobra and James, is about to begin. So, we have already one player qualified from the Division 1. And let me show you the standings. It's Hannah, also from the United States of America. No matter what happens in the two remaining matches, Hannah is safe. The two remaining matches are today's match Cobra versus James and Robin versus Shuichi. The situation in the division looks as follows. Only one player from today's match and only one player from the other match can qualify. So we'll have in total two American players and one European player qualifying from this particular event. What needs to happen for Cobra and for James to get the qualification spot? The situation is a little bit tougher for James, as James is 2 points behind Cobra. So the task is simple in the way that James needs to win for 3 points. Otherwise, Cobra qualifies for the event, so the goal for Cobra is to win at least 4 games today. So even if James wins in the decider, James gets 2 points, we'll have in total 5. Cobra gets 1 point for a loss in the decider, we'll have 6 points, and this will be enough. Then the similar situation will be in the match between Robin and Shuichi, as the higher classified player has 5 points and the lower 3 points. And hello Cobra, hello James, welcome in the chat. Cobra also has a chance to win the division. Cobra won the match against Hana, so in case Cobra can win today for 3 points, Cobra will take the provisional number 1 spot in the division. But Robin will have a chance to also take 3 points and win the division. The direct encounter is the best out of the 3 players for the Dutch players. But Cobra can put some pressure. Cobra can get the qualifying spot. Cobra can win the division, but also can finish outside the top 3. This is how tight and how close the Division 1 is. Who is going to win? We are about to find out. So, the situation is clear as mentioned. James needs to win for 3 points. Cobra needs to win 4 games in order to qualify for the 2026 Paldas Cup. Quick reminder about the rules. We play level 18 starts only, no line cap, SPS controller and handcam are mandatory for these events, and the match is played in a best of 9 series, so the first to win 5 games wins the entire match, and the scoring, as mentioned, 3 points for win not in a decider, so 5-0, 5-1, 5-2 or 5-3. These are the wins needed for James to advance. 2 points for winning decider, 5-4. This will give, if James wins 5-4, it's enough for Cobra to qualify. And 1 point for loss in a decider, 0 points for loss not in a decider. 3 PTS equals 3 mountains. Okay. Yeah, MTS is mountains, so PTS is mountains. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. Good one, James. Good one. Yeah, so quick situation as far as the Paldas cycle is concerned. So we have one player from the league already, Hannah. Today we will get either Cobra or James. If Cobra qualifies, then a new spot will be free for the Elo. If James qualifies, the right side will be not affected. So maybe let's take a look on the Elo standings in case Cobra qualifies. Who will be the next one? 4 players who have nothing in this column qualified major minor events. So we have Cobra first, Elias second, Yanni third, Dujika fourth. So if Cobra qualifies, then Gunther will get this provisional qualifying spot, and James will be then fifth in ELO. Of course, if James wins for 3 points, James is safe and James doesn't need to care about the other standings. And a quick reminder about the PDM standings, because one player will be removed from for sure from these standings, either Shuichi or Robin, and the next two players are Cobra and James. So it looks like the one who will not qualify directly today will get the provisional qualifying spot from PDM standings, but we have, as you can see, one column free. It's the column December, the last tournament of the year, so you can still register and get some points and improve your standings. So this is the situation. We will see what happens after today's match, and let me introduce the heroes of the hour. Both from the United States of America, both players know how to score 700k in comp. Cobra 729,199, James 705,2222, maybe 222, yeah. ELO rating, Cobra 1791, James 1642, so according to the difference in points, Cobra should be 70 to 30% favorite to win this match. Will it be the case? We're about to find out. Highest score for Cobra is the comp PB in this tournament. Highest score for James, 621. But as you can see, the losing scores and losing lines is in favor of James. James is underrated somehow, yes, but James worked very hard for this low ELO rating, as he had this 11 games losing streak, and now he's slowly but surely trying to regain the ELO rating. So yeah, definitely the rating today maybe not be the most accurate, but it also, you know, considers this 11 lost matches in a row that James had in the 2024 and the beginning of 2025. So yeah, kind of tough, but James is working on it. Gained 22 ELO points in the recent match against Robin. So we will see how it all develops. The 2022 UTC is on our clocks, so I think it's time to start this Division 1 match. Let me see if the players are live, and I will bring them to our screens. Okay, James answered the question before I was able to ask it. Yeah, you have, dear players, you have a choice. You can go for increment or for a reroll. James is fine with increment. Cobra, please let us know about your situation. The same, that's good. Here are our players. Let me wrong playstyle the pieces for game number 1. And the pieces will be 0F, B1, 69, 0F, B1, 69 is the seed for the first game of this match. Yeah, James, Cobra is kind of cracked, right? Cobra has only failed to get calls with Paldas 18 times. Amazing player, amazing player. And you need to beat this player, James, today to get your qualifying spot, so not an easy task in front of you. Okay, so it looks like both players are ready. Cobra with the classic hover tree, James with ready. So guys, game number 1 of the match between the two American players starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, good luck and have fun, guys. FB169. Yeah, the seats are the same. So we're officially in game number 1 of this match between COBRA and James. COBRA with the first Tetris of the match. James with few schemes. Another Tetris for COBRA. James is yet to get a Tetris, so a little bit tougher start for James, and James still looking for this first Tetris. Kind of unlucky with the timings of the long bars, but finally James gets a long bar for a Tetris. 34 for James, 72 for COBRA. Oh, 3 for James, 98 for COBRA. So James overtook COBRA. This happened very quickly, but COBRA with this Tetris regains the lead in the match. And let's see what happens further in this game number 1. James is Tetris ready. COBRA as well. COBRA with a Tetris. Oh, and James, what happened? James, this was a very, very nasty misdrop, and James can't do anything more. Probably this was a double flip or something like that. 106,780 top out score for James. So COBRA is good. COBRA takes game number 1. 193,052 is the score. Yeah, this double flip was pretty nasty, and yeah, this is how COBRA takes game number 1 and leads 1-0 in the match. Okay, so it looks like James is ready for game number 2. COBRA with hover 3. So let's start the game in a 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We had a match, Division 3 match today between Mars and Dobre. Mars also started with a very unfortunate top out in game number 1, but then was able to win the whole match against Dobre 5-3. So yeah, an early top out in game number 1 doesn't have to indicate any bad luck for the whole match. Mars simply written in the chat, warm-up is done, and then finished the job by winning the match 5-3. This was the first win for the Canadian player in this season, in his last match of the season, so nice way to finish the tournament. But we are back in Division 1 action. 55 for COBRA, 50 for James, so pretty similar start for both players. And yeah, let's see how this game number 2 develops. Who of the players will be able to get more points? COBRA with a hang of a S-piece. This will force him to burn few lines. James currently clean, skimming a J. Well, James also with no place to put the Z-piece. Okay, James also needs to skim few lines. 128 for COBRA, 103 for James. James reopens the well, gets a long bar, gets a Tetris. 126 for James, 151 for COBRA. So COBRA currently with about 1 Tetris lead over James. But James was able to get 2 Tetrises in a row, and is a pretty similar score, 174, 172. This was for a moment. COBRA got another Tetris. Oh, James a little bit of misdecisiveness. Misdropped the J, but this is not the worst misdrop to happen. James should be fine. 200,000 for COBRA, 199 for James. So still a pretty close game between the two players. Yeah, but James needs to find a way how to... Oh, and puts more weight on this hole. This was a very, very unfortunate situation. James is forced to burn even more and puts even more weight on the hull. Yeah, this stack is not the best, but James decides to go for 2 of the ground Tetris and gets a longbar for it. Now COBRA puts himself in a little bit of trouble. 272 for COBRA, 229 for James. Oh, James gets the Z-spin, this helps, but James can't still get rid of this weird hole created earlier in the game. Finally gets rid of it, has a Tetris ready situation. 261 for James, 302 for COBRA. COBRA is also clean, both players clean, both players 50 lines to go before level 19 hits. COBRA with about 1 Tetris lead. Another Tetris for COBRA, 328, James 291. James needs to open the well, gets the well open, gets a long bar and a Tetris. 351 COBRA, 314 for James, around 40 lines to go. Another Tetris for James and another for COBRA. And COBRA is trying to run away with the score, it looks like. Another Tetris for James, 362, COBRA 398, 100 lines. So 30 more lines to go before transition. Oh, James is setting up for a Tetris here. Would like to see a long bar soon. Oh, gets the long bar but closed the well just before the long bar came, but gets another long bar. And James 389, COBRA 424. COBRA still in the lead. We're approaching the transition, so it looks like James might be the one behind. COBRA 446, James 391. But James needs to open the well and get some weird pieces. Oh, and James's situation is getting even more complicated. Okay, gets a long bar OPs to open the board. 476 for COBRA and James with 400,000. James finally Tetrises. COBRA 503 transition. James will transition with the next win the next line, and James will be massively behind. COBRA was able to play more efficiently in the remaining lines. James transitioned with 431, COBRA at 510, so around 80k is the lead right now for COBRA. And let's see how long the players can play on M19. James with a pretty tough task to do. COBRA in a very comfortable situation right now, having around 80k lead, and both players stacking cleanly. Oh, as I said it, COBRA had a slight of a misdrop, but is able to work around it. COBRA 527, James 446, James gets a Tetris, 472 for James, and COBRA's board is falling apart. COBRA tops out at 528. James, you have a chase down. 529 is your target. 529. Five to 1, so a little bit more than a Tetris. Will James go for a Tetris, or will James try to stay patient? It's like 30k to go or something. Okay, James gets some good pieces. 501, 506, so 20k to go. And James is playing confidently on 19. 516 for James, level 24. $524, few more 1,000 points. One more line maybe. No, one more, and James gets the game, and it's 1-1. Very, very good chase down by James. COBRA says even insane chase down. Yeah, James did a great job. Very disciplined 19 play. Now as James has secured the game, yeah, he can go a little bit more crazy. But probably this board can be survived. Oh, but the team is drop and this kills the game, unfortunately. 213 lines, 545, 520 is the score for James. GG's. Yeah, so Cobra, you need to be careful with those level 19 transitions. As you can see, your opponent is pretty well prepared for some 19 play. Of course, it's good to have an advantage going into transition, but you could see 80k advantage was not enough. And James took the game. It's 1-1, pretty close between the two players. The players are ready, so game number 3 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And as the players are in the opening lines of game number 3, let me remind you guys that we have a Macharino prize pool for this event. We are currently at $140. If you want to make this prize pool bigger, if you want to help the players, if you want to contribute something to the prize pool, feel free to click on the link in the chat and donate the amount you find appropriate, the amount you can afford. Every donation is welcome here. Cobra started with 50,000, James with 69. And Cobra's board is getting higher. Okay, Cobra needs to be careful right now. It's still... Oh, I want to say it can be survived, but Cobra now needs help from pieces and gets the L. Oh, this is... Oh, those pieces were pretty bad, but Cobra is trying to maximize them, and I'm afraid Cobra can't do anything more, and Cobra tops out at 82,097, 82,097, which means James is good. James leads 2-1. Yeah, that was not the time for squares, I totally agree, and then after squares you got those Z pieces, yeah, perfect combo to kill the game, unfortunately. Yeah, we need to call the things as they are. We got probably the worst possible pieces to survive the situation, and James tops out with 155, 800. James leads 2-1. Yeah, so Cobra won game number 1. James now won 2 games in a row. Both players exchange one early top out, and James won the additional game on level 19 with the insane chase down. So this is the situation after 3 games. Can we have our favorite score, which is 2-2? Let's find out. The players are ready, so game number 4 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And so both players started with 2 Tetrises, Cobra with some additional pushdown points. Oh, Cobra once again some troubles. Cobra needs to be careful. Okay, get some pieces. James is also a little bit higher with the stack, but has some great burn opportunities. Cobra, oh, the left side is kind of difficult. But Cobra didn't go for this L. J to the left, went for the long bar to the left, and This saves the game as for now. Cobra still needs to dig, but it's now looking way better than it was a few lines before. Cobra with 66,000, James with 147 as for now. James with a clean board, Cobra with a clean board as well. So Cobra, was able to complete the dig. Oh, and once again, Cobra is getting higher. So was clean for a second, and the games forced him to close the well. And Cobra now still needs to fight a little bit. 76 for Cobra, 156 for James. James also needs to deal with this situation, but James got a nice dirty Tetris. 184 James, 81 for Cobra. Oh, this is becoming a kind of a suffer game for Cobra, but I hope. Yeah, I will not say anything to not jinx things. And Cobra is clean. Cobra gets the pieces to be clean and gets a Tetris. And Cobra is right now 100,000 points behind. So James took the opportunity, was able to build a pretty nice lead over Cobra. But James's board is now requiring a little bit of help. James is trying to deal with this board in a pretty efficient way. Yeah, but this looks like these pieces in this game are not that friendly. Both players have their struggles. Oh, and James is now in a pretty troublesome situation, but gets a long bar to lower the board. And another long bar for James for a Tetris. 247 James, 165 for Cobra. So Cobra a little bit more efficient, was able to reduce the lead by about 1 Tetris. And James still with a pretty unusual stack, so to speak. 194 for Cobra, 257 for James, so Cobra is chasing. James is going for a centerware Tetris, gets the Tetris. 281 James, 216 for Cobra, around 40 lines before transition, so still something to be played on a level 18 speeds. And let's find out what the players can do. Cobra is finally clean in column 10 to 63 for Cobra, 306 for James, but James is 5 lines behind on this Tetris. So the same line count, this is about 60k lead for James, about 3 Tetrises. So Cobra was able to reduce the deficit from 100k after this long dig to about 60k. So Cobra is trying to do the best what he can, but level 19 is coming in about 20 lines, and this time Cobra probably will need to show us his chase down skills. Looks like with the most probability that James will be in the lead. Oh, but the board of James is not the best. Okay, this was good. James gets a long bar for it. Tetris 382 for James, 321 for Cobra. Cobra 349 at 124. James at 117 lines, so James is few lines behind. Cobra will transition very soon, and this will be a score below 400k. James will transition over 400k for sure. And Cobra 1 line to go, and Cobra is probably going for this Tetris, but Cobra needs to stay alive, transitions with 392, and Cobra needs to show us his level 19 skills in this game, because James is in the lead. So Cobra needs to survive it, and the pieces go. Cobra didn't get good pieces, but was able. Oh, but this misdrop. Oh no, this is looking bad for Cobra, unfortunately. And Cobra tops out at 141 lines with 398, 718, and James 436, 508. James takes the game and leads 3-1. Yeah, that was tough, that loss. Oh, nice, not that nice information. There were 40 T's and only 15 bars. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I had the feeling that there was something wrong with the sequence. Guys, if you don't like the seat, we can reroll the seat anytime you want. So if one of you asks to reroll, we can do it. We don't need to stack already incremented. Okay, so you wanna suffer more. That's fine. The players are ready. So game number 5 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, you spent 15 minutes digging down a board that should have taken 10. Yeah, that was also the point, and this was when you lost like almost 100,000 points to James COBRA. Yeah, but this is Paldas at its best, or at its worst. I don't know. How do you wanna put it? 24 for COBRA, 26 for James. So similar start for this game. And let's see what happens, how the players can deal with the situation. COBRA, yeah, is 2 games down. Yeah, but James, in order to advance, can lose only 2 more games, can't lose more, and needs to win 2. So if James goes 1 for 1, 1 game lost, 1 game won, then James should be fine in order to advance. COBRA needs to win some games in a row. You know that COBRA is able to perform on that kind of level. COBRA had a pretty intense match against Hana recently. Won this match 5-4 in a decider. So COBRA knows how to handle those stressful situations. Also had a pretty nice and deep run in the wrong playstyle championship in Pasadena this year. So yeah, COBRA knows how to play under pressure. So I'm not worried about it at all. But yeah, let's see what happens today. We know that James is a tough player to beat. You need to work hard. James can survive pretty long games on 19, and even with not the best scores going into transition, yeah, James can compensate this on 19. So 24 for COBRA, 167 for James. So this time COBRA was able to build a lead in the first half of a level 18 game. Now both players are clean, so both players should be able to get some good scores. Oh, James now is waiting for the Tetris, needed to close the well, and finally gets a long bar Tetris for James, 196, COBRA 272, so COBRA is running away with the score. This game looks way better for COBRA than the previous one. A very nice, clean game with not that much risk, and COBRA is yes, doing well. 297 for COBRA, 204 for James. Still over 50 lines to go before transition to level 19. Oh, so many squares for James. And James's board, oh, so many squares. What was that? Yeah, but James somehow able to survive the board. Yeah, COBRA's board was cleaner, so COBRA is kind of were able to deal with these squares better. And we have a raid. Pikarik is raiding with a party of 6. Hello Pikarik, hello raiders, welcome to the stream. $400,000 for COBRA, 230 for James, so this time a suffer game for James. COBRA is trying to build as much lead as possible. COBRA knows that James can go for some strong 19 games, so COBRA probably hopes to get as efficient as possible on 18, and maybe COBRA can have a good run. COBRA knows how to play over 200 lines. Yeah, but is this a day for COBRA to hit this kind of a run? Let's find out. 492 for COBRA, 288 for James, so over 200. 200,000 points lead. And hello Jedi Evan, welcome once again in the chat. How did your CTL matches go? Have you won? Have you lost? COBRA 519, James 311. Another Tetris for James 334. And COBRA is preparing for 19 with a surrender well. Oh, he won 3-2 and okay, that's cool. And COBRA transitions with a single, and this is looking dangerous for COBRA, and I'm afraid COBRA can do anything more. 520 is the top out. James, you have a target 521. This is a tough call for James, but let's find out what he can do. 523, 692 to be exact, is the score for COBRA. And James needs to chase down around 150k from now. Is it possible? Okay, James level 22, 389. Oh, okay, is James setting up for a Tetris? Oh, and this is looking bad. James went too high with the board, and this is anything James can do to chase the score down. I'm afraid not, but that's another 200 line games for James. 431, 500. COBRA is good. James can't complete the chase down. It's 2-3 from COBRA's perspective. The yeah, the L misdrop. The L misdrop that blocked your well. This was the game killing move. Yeah, the J you can see in row 4. Yeah, this was the L. Sorry, this was the game killing move. Unfortunately. Can I have a 19 run, please? This COBRA. Yeah, I wish you could. I wish you could have a good, nice level 19 run. COBRA, still some games to go, so please take your chance. 2-3 from COBRA's perspective. The players are ready, so game number 6 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And while the players are opening their game number 6, guys, let me remind you that we have still one more tournament to go, the PDM in this year, the PDM December. If you haven't joined our Discord server yet, here is the link in the chat. You can join our server, you can register for the tournament, and you can try your skills in this amazing but also very demanding version of Tetris. So you could see level 19 runs are possible, but You need to train more and more and more to master it. 70,000 for Cobra, 72 for James, so pretty similar starts. And James with another Tetris Cobra with a longboard dependency. Column 3 gets the longboard to fill the dependency, gets another longboard for a Tetris, so very nice sequence for Cobra. 188 for Cobra, 190 for James. So at the same line count it was more or less the same score. James now needs to build for another Tetris. Oh, James creates a longboard dependency now. And Cobra is clean. Cobra can build a lead while James is not in a Tetris ready position right now. Opens the well, finally gets a longboard. 220 for James, 257 for Cobra. Oh, and James's board is kind of tricky right now. Needs to get some good pieces in order to survive it. Okay, James doing some great moves, but it's still not done with the deck. Okay, this now should be fine. James reopens the well. The longboard would be cool for a Tetris to lower the board. 351 for Cobra, 252 for James. So Cobra 100k ahead. Cobra once again outpacing James on 18. But as we saw in the previous games, it looks like there is no safe lead for Cobra. Cobra will be, of course, playing, early, early top outs on 19, if I'm allowed to say it. So topping out just after transition. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Both players now a little bit higher with their boards. James is open, James is Tetris ready, but there is no long bar for a moment. Oh, and the long bar comes when James, of course, closes the well. Classic troll bar. And James is Tetris ready. Cobra got meanwhile a Tetris as well. And finally Tetris for James. 4 of 10 for Cobra, 332 for James. And about 30 lines to go on both boards before transition to level 19. Both players still need to find a way how to regain full control over the board. James with a nice spin. No Tugi spin for James. 437 Cobra, 380 for James. So James around 50-60k behind. So this is not the biggest of advantages for Cobra. And Cobra knows that 50-60k, this doesn't guarantee anything. We are approaching transition very soon, around 20 lines to go on level 18. So Cobra better prepare for some 19 play. 484 Cobra, 406 James. James with another Tetris. Cobra 507, Cobra surpasses 500k. Once again on 19. Oh, and James now puts himself in a kind of a weird situation. Too many dependencies on the board creating for James, but get some pieces to fill the dependencies. And both players now need to be careful how to prepare the board for some level 19 action. Few lines to go. Cobra 554, James 440. Cobra transitions with 550 something, and Cobra tries to find a way how to survive James transitions. And Cobra can't do anything more. James can't do anything more. Both players top out early after transition. 568, 57 is the score for Cobra, and 465, 600 is the score for James, which means Cobra takes this game and we are tied. It's 3-2 to 3. So neither of the players were able to get a 19 run in this game. The advantage Cobra took on level 18 was enough, and we are tied. From this point, guys, James can't lose any more games. James needs to win 5-3 in order to get the qualification spots. If Cobra is able to win one more game, Cobra will get this qualifying spot. Yeah, so the next game might be decisive in terms of the qualification. Yeah, James, I explained the situation before the match started. You need to win 5-3 or more to get the qualification spot. Sorry, I probably didn't understand your joke. My bad. Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's leave it. The players are ready. Game number 7 out of possible 9 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, so it looks like the pattern of this match is that Cobra can't find a way how to play post-transition. The longest game for Cobra was 156 lines, so level 21. And James needs to find a way how to get some good paces on 18. James had only one game over 500k, but this was due to a level 19 play, so James not a single 500k transition in this match. This is the pattern for now. Let's see who of the players can break the pattern. Cobra starts with 79, James with 71. And 21 for James, 85 for Cobra, but Cobra is getting more and more dependencies. Oh, and this is looking very bad, and Cobra tops out. Oh no! Early top out for Cobra, 85,000. So James takes this game. James dead by finish tower. Yes, Cobra, that's true. That was a dead by finish tower, and James, you are good for this game. And guys, we have a kind of a weird decider, because the next game will decide who of the players qualifies for the 2026 Paldas Cup. We are in the situation that James leads 4-3. If James wins the next game, James qualifies. If Cobra gets the 4th game, Cobra will have enough points. Of course, we will play the match out just for the sake of the match. But this is the most important game for both players in this season. The winner of this one single game will get the qualifying spot. And hello, AV Geek, welcome in the chat. Your compatriots are fighting for the qualifying spots. The situation in the division formed in a way that James needs to win for 3 points to take the spots. Cobra only needs 1 point from this match, so Cobra needs 4 games. And we are in the perfect situation. It's 4-3 for James, so the winner of the next game is qualifying for the 2026. Cobra, if you lose, you are still comfortably in the ELO slot, and you can also get the qualification spot by the PDM standings, especially when you register for the December tournament. You can also improve your points. So you're basically qualified via the other ways, but of course, why not taking this? You You don't risk. I will start the countdown just in a second. You can't like decrease your elo because the elo standings count the 5 best ratings for you and average of that in the matches played in 2025. So if you have already played some matches, you have 5 ratings. Even if you lose match, and this will be below your 5 best ratings, you can't like lose. You're losing nothing by playing, and you play in PDM, you will get some points. So you no 5 recent, the 5 best matches in 2025. So you can't. This was created in a way that it encourages the players to play, because if it were the recent, the players would, oh, I don't play anymore, I don't want to lose, and so on. No, the 5 highest ratings in the whole year 2025 count. So playing in PDM is a case. It can't worsen your situation. Okay, I'm done with talking, guys. The game that decides who gets the qualifying spots from the 2025 PAL-DAS League starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, I created the rules that in this way that I don't. Yeah, I want to like promote playing instead of not playing. Yeah, so I hope, of course, everyone is welcome for the December tournament. Would be cool to have, you know, the best players playing in this tournament as a good warm-up before the PAL-DAS Cup. So yeah, if you have time, guys, feel free to register. Would be cool having all of you. 70,000 for COBRA, 71 for James, so similar scores in this game number 8. Not a decider for the match, but decider for the qualification spot. Yeah, maybe the players spoke with each other before the match. Okay, James, let's go for 4-3 for you, and let's decide it in the game number 8. Who knows? Who knows? No, I think it would be too risky, right? So we have 119 for COBRA, 142 for James. For COBRA, 169 for James. So we are going neck and neck in this game number 8. Oh, and James now needs. Okay, that was a good move, and the J. Oh, but this is now looking kind of tricky. Gets the O to the left. Okay, so James should be fine. COBRA with 225, James with 185. For COBRA, 214 for James. Oh, another Tetris for COBRA, but COBRA with a misdrop of the Z piece. Oh, and the S misdrop for COBRA, so are the nerfs becoming a factor? James also with not the cleanest board, so both players now need to find a way how to clean the board. 40k is the lead for COBRA right now, so COBRA in a more comfortable situation. Another Tetris for COBRA, 305, 250 for James. James is still struggling with the board. Cobra as well, so both players in a pretty tough situation. It looks like James is finding a way how to get out of it. Cobra as well. Cobra is still ahead by this time by about 55k. Oh, but this is looking bad for James. This is looking bad for James. James gets a long bar. This helps a lot. But can James survive this board? This is very tricky board to survive. Gets the L piece, gets the long bar, gets the other pieces. So James is doing a great job surviving the board. Cobra is back, 321. James 269. James is also Tetris ready. Tetris, dirty Tetris for James. James is also clean. 321 against 293. So about 30k lead for Cobra. Still over 20 lines to go on 18. And maybe at level 19 will be the one which decides who of the players qualify. And Cobra misdrops the O piece. 349 Cobra, 324 James. James another Tetris. 343 Cobra, 350. And James and Cobras with not the perfect boards, and the transition is coming very, very soon. 354 for Cobra, 343 for James. And both players need to find a way how to survive the board before transition. The transition is very, very close, and the board of James is no okay. James is finding a way how to open the board. Oh, and James 373, Cobra 382, and James can't do anything more. Again, James tops out. James tops out at 373, 260, and Cobra will take this game, which effectively means that Cobra is qualifying, advances to the 2026 Paldas Cup. Let's see how far Cobra can go. Is this the first run for Cobra on level 19 this time? Let's find out. Cobra won the battle of the nerves. Cobra was able to squeeze more points, and Cobra is still trying to survive this 19 game. Opens the well. Okay, needs something to the left. This is tough board, but Cobra is trying to do his best. Cobra tops out at 410, 355, and Cobra gets this qualifying spot. Cobra advances to the 2026 Paldas Cup. Well done, Cobra. Of course, the match is not over. It's 4-4, but the decision is here. Cobra gets the direct qualifying spot by the Paldas League. Well done. Colors fails, Cobra. Okay, so it's 4-4, and we still play. We still play for the match win and for 2 points for the standings. What's the seed? 8 something, 8-7. Yeah. So, Cobra qualified for the 2026 Paldas Cup. Cobra, you are safe. Of course, you can play in PDM if you want to. You will not risk anything. You are safe. But would be cool having you if you have time to play in December. Yeah, James will need to find another way to get this qualification spot. And yeah, let's see what happens in the decider. James DH. And hello, Monthly Tetris. Welcome in the stream. Yeah, so the decision for the qualification spot has fallen. Cobra gets this qualification spot, but still we have one more game to go. The game for the match win. The players are ready. The final game of the day starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Cobra starts with 12 points, James with 760. And we play our last game for both players in this edition, in this tournament. This is their last match and their last game. COBRA is the lucky qualifier for the 2026 Paldas Cup. Yeah, James once again not getting the direct qualifying spot. Was doing well in the Paldas Swiss, was doing well in the Paldas Classic, was doing well here until this game number 8. We'll need to find either a qualification spot via PDM or via the ELO ratings in the December tournament. 166 for COBRA, 126 for James. And yeah, game number 9 is the game that decides who wins the match and who gets 2 points for the standings. That is 2 points and not that relevant. And of course, by this decider, COBRA also lost the chances to win the division, so COBRA can't win the division anymore, but I think it's not that much important for COBRA right now. Oh, and COBRA kind of hide James as well. Both players with their struggles. COBRA tries to perform some magic to survive the board. It was doing fine for a moment, but this is looking pretty bad for COBRA. And COBRA can't do anything more. COBRA tops out at 227, 252, 227, 252. So James basically 228 needed for you to take this match to finish your season with a win. Of course, if you can surpass the you can also finish the game with your victory lap. And IVGX says in the chat, bro wins the battle but lost the war. Yeah. So James is good for the match. James wins it 5-4. But James, of course, feel free to play this game out. Let's find out what will be your final score. Yeah, a match win is a good thing for you, James, as you still don't have a qualifying spot. So gaining some ELO is good for you. And of course you will need to finish your job in the PDM December. And hello Sunny, welcome in the chat. Congratulations for a nice run in Copenhagen. Unfortunately, your opponent in the final was a little bit too strong, right? Yeah, as you can see, we have the last game going. James won the match 5-4. Still his victory. Is still on his victory lap, so it's kind of good. Yeah, and Sunny, if you are not done with PAL and you want to play with the correct play style, maybe you would like to join also the Paldas community. Would be cool having a roller trying to play with the correct playstyle. And hello Tolstoy, welcome. Okay, James transitions with 437, and let's see if James can have a nice 19 run. Tolstoy, yeah, Tolstoy. Okay, so James was able to deal with those how would I say it, difficulties, Going into transition, now has a pretty nice and clean board. You know, Sunny, if you have only 46 lines, you know what to do. You need to train more and get better. Okay, James is going strong in this game. No pressure of, you know, playing for the win. James can simply enjoy. And level 24 for James, 490. Oh, and this is looking difficult now for James. Okay, gets the longbow over. Still tries to survive it. But I'm afraid this is it. James finishes the last game with 501, 129. And James is our match winner. Maybe a little bit of a bitter win for you, James, as you did not get this direct qualifying spot. But still, a win is a win. Congratulations for that. You still have your chances open. Chances open in the remaining tournament of the year. You are not that far away from getting these qualifying spots. Congratulations for the win. 5-4 is still a good result against COBRA. COBRA who got this direct qualifying spot. And I will show the standings in a second because I need to report the match. So you will see the updated standings here on the screen just in a second. But first the match stats after 9 games. 545 highest score for James, 564 COBRA. Maybe not the highest scorings for the players, but yeah, the dramaturgy was there. COBRA lost the match but got the qualifying spot, and James, yeah, won the match and got 2 points for the standings. 5-4 is worth 2 points, and COBRA getting 1 point for the far 4-5 loss. And okay, we need to check something. Robin against James. This match was won by James, so the direct encounter in favor of James. Okay, I think I have the standings up to date. So the current situation in the division is as follows. We have currently Hannah and COBRA, the two players spot number 1 and spot number 2. These are the players with the qualifying spots. 1 match to go. Robin against Shuichi. Yeah, Robin needs to win 4 games, gets 1 point, and then qualifies. If Shuichi wins for 3 points, Shuichi gets the qualifying spot. So James can't qualify anymore, despite being provisionally third. But yeah, James can't qualify via this tournament. The other qualifying spot will get either for the 4th or 5th player in the standings. So far you can see how close the situation in the group in this division is. Between the players who finish all their matches, only 3 points difference after all 4 matches. Yeah, so pretty insane level of play, and this also affects a little bit our standings in the Paldas cycle with those direct qualifying spots. I will show them to you just in a second, but first the Edo standings. COBRA drops 11 points by losing today. James improves by 11 points. So here are the overall Elo standings. COBRA drops to world number 5, drops behind AV Geek. James, by winning this match, overtakes Hepta 1653. James is only 8 points behind Serenity, 4 points ahead Hepta. So you see in the second part of this the standings shown, so places from you know, like 12 to basically to 20. There's like only 47, 46, 47 elo points. So this is really not much. This is really not much. And yeah, we'll show you guys the cycle standings in a second as well. 1780 score for Cobra. Okay. Okay, so the current situation in our PAL-DAS cycle is as follows. Mörke Tugi AV Geek qualified via PAL-DAS Swiss, Rurchakle Serenity qualified via PAL-DAS Classic. This was all known. The two players qualified via PAL-DAS League currently, Hana and Cobra, two American players, will be joined either by Shuichi or Robin. As you can see, Shuichi and Robin are provisionally qualified via PDM standings, so one of those players will be moved from PDM to the PAL-DAS League, and one player will advance to the PDM standings, and the 4 highest ELO rated players, average of 5 best ratings in 2025. AV Geek, I will answer your question just in a second. But let me finish with these standings. I will check it for you. No, don't worry. I will do it for you for sure. So you ask what kind of compib do you need to get that, like, you know, no match result is needed. Yeah, only compib increase. I will check it for you. Don't worry. Okay, so let me show you then, guys, first the PDM standings, because one of the players, either Shuichi or Robin, will be moved to the PAL-DAS League table and will free one of the standings. Currently there, it's not updated. Why isn't it updated? Oh, yeah, now. So we have Shuichi, Sam, Robin, the top 3 spots, but one of the players, Shuichi or Robin, will be moved there. So James will get after the match between Shuichi and Robin is done, James will get this provisional qualifying spot by the league. But as you can see, 331 for James, 311 for Gunther, then myself with 247, Yanni with 231, and so on. The December tournament, if one of the players can get a good run, everything can happen. Even a new player who can win the tournament, as you can see by Tugi, who won the 3 events, 816, 778, 757, depends on the tournament strengths. Between 750, 800 points you can get for the win. So even a brand new player who joins the December tournament and can win it can get this qualifying spot, so it's not decided yet. And in the ELO standings, of course, it's also not updated. Why not? Oh, now. So you can see provisionally Robin, Shuichi, and so on. So the players who are not even provisionally a brand new player like Gyogi, you need to buy a CRT to Gyogi. I'm afraid. James. So Elias, Yanni, Dużyka, Gunther. These are the 4 players qualified provisionally by ELO. And the first player not qualified is James. So as you can see, James misses for now all the qualifying spots by 1 spot. So brutal, James, for you as for now. But yeah, it looks like maybe in the end you will be able to get to sneak in with this qualifying spot. We'll see what happens in the December tournament. Yeah, you're currently 16th in the ELO standings, so if all the players from major events or the PDM standings will be in the top 16 of ELO standings, you should be good. But of course, it would be also cool for you to win a few matches and maybe, you know, overtake Gunter, maybe overtake Dujika. Improving comp PB would be also the case. And now I'm trying to answer the question of AV Geek. What should be the comp PB to get straight 1800 ELO? And the answer, AV Geek, I don't know if you're still in the chat, is 740k. 740k is the comp PB you need without, you know, without playing. You can't do it without playing the match. But considering you can, I can make a simulation that, for example, let's say something not in your favor. So let's say Merke. The worst scenario for you, in a match, that Merke wins the match in a sweep. I don't wish you that, but let's check it. Let's check it right at that Merke wins the match in a sweep, and you want to finish after the sweep with over 1800. 1800. I think this will be the best. Okay, wait, give me a second. I need to take a break. I don't wanna mess the Google Sheet too much. Okay, now I think I can do it. Okay, if Merke sweeps, then you need 772k to still have 1800 ELO AV Geek. For example, if you can beat Merke 5-0 in a sweep, and then you probably, I don't know, need 700, maybe not even. Yeah, if you can beat yeah, so if you can beat Merke, if you can beat Merke 5-3 without increasing your comp PB, you will get 1807 ELO after this match. If you win in a decider 5-4, you will need a little bit of a comp PB increase, but I think 700 should be enough. No, 710, 705. Yeah, around 705 more or less. With a decider win should give you also 1800 ELO. But no matter the match result, 770k gives you 1800 ELO for sure, and then the match result is irrelevant. Yeah, so you have various scenarios to get to 1800 after the match against Merke. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But first thing first, Merke needs to answer. And it's kind of a difficult player to deal with this every time. Merke needs to be asked 3 or 4 times to give his availability. Yeah, so let's see when this match happens. And what happened to ELO standings? Why did he has a job now. Okay. Oh guys, I think I've broken the Elo standings. Okay, I know what I did. 211 was the score for Mark. Yeah, finally. Okay, I thought I brought the Elo standings. No, but I didn't, which is good. So yeah, let me show you the Elo standings as well before we go offline. So AV Geek, you know what you have to do. 770k and the match result is irrelevant, or you win 5-3 or more without increasing comp PB, and you finish over 1800 Elo. So this is the situation as for now, guys. James wins the match today, but COBRA is the one who gets the qualification spot. Shuichi and Robin, this is the last match in Division 1, and similar situation to this, to the situation we had today. Robin needs to win 4 games, Shuichi needs to win for 3 points. These are the goals for the players. Yeah, Division 1 was pretty tough, pretty close, some small details decided about the outcomes. But yeah, this is how it works. Still one more tournament to go, and the players who didn't get their qualification spot still have chances to improve. Okay, so guys, I think we're going to raid someone. It's kind of pretty late here in Poland after midnight, and I need to work, so let's find out what's going on. Okay, we have Matwis restreaming a match, so let's go there and let's find out what's going on Matwis stream. And guys, we will be back. We will be back. When we will be back? That's a good question. Next stream is Friday at 1880 Cizo Hasodar versus Tony and Rorschach versus Serenity. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.